we've had a lot of things going on for us at the end of 2020, leading into 2021. It's been kind of crazy. At the same time, man, we are so blessed with the community that we have and the people that we have here, the leaders that we've been able to attract, doing business in so many different countries. And truthfully speaking, I mean, this thing is really on autopilot when you look at it. We've had so many leaders that have popped up that have stepped up to the equation to lead their team, which you should be doing, right? You should be leading the people that you're referring inside of Lionshare, helping them work their business. And that's what is amazing about this is it's an even playing field. Anybody can absolutely do this, which I love personally. But I'm fired up about 2021. And let me tell you why, okay? There's a couple major things that we're going to be doing. Some of you guys already know about them. We are going to be releasing the Lion Share token that we will be distributing. Now, I want to be really clear. Okay, we're not putting any type of monetary value on our token, but it is going to have some value in the sense that it's going to give you the ability to participate. I want you to think about this, okay? We have so many smart contracts popping up. There's so many countries. Everyone talks about this decentralization and all these different things that are supposed to be happening. Well, we're literally going to be giving the power to our members. So if you are a participant in Lionshare, meaning that you own a Lionshare account, you're going to be able to participate in this and you're going to be helping us actually point in the direction that we want to go as a smart contract. Think about that. We're giving the power to the people rather than the power being at the top. The power is going to be in your hands. So what does that mean? Well, it means, hey, where do we go from here? What other cryptocurrencies do we look at? What are the things that we are looking at right now that makes sense for us as we move forward as a smart contract, and not just in the cryptocurrency market, but where can we go in relation to products? And by the way, we do have a new product that is going to be coming that I know for a fact you guys are going to absolutely love, because what it's going to do, it's going to create a lot of protection around you and your team. And that's what it's going to be all about. That's all I can give you right now. But trust me, we have a new product that's going to be announced over the next couple weeks. I don't know the exact date, so I don't want to overpromise here. But we do have a new product that's going to be coming that you will absolutely love. And more importantly, again, you're going to be able to dictate some of what we do with this product, which is super cool, right? For those that want to be involved, those that want to take advantage of what they put in regards to, the money that you started with inside of Lionshare, your production, all those things are going to dictate how many tokens you have is going to allow you to participate and vote and help us get to where we want to go. And I want you to think about that for a second, right? I mean, how cool is that to know that you're going to have some type of say in what we do rather than it just be someone at the very top making that decision? And the reason why I tell you that is because, look, I mean, everyone talks about, like I said, wanting to be decentralized, but when it really boils down to it, usually there's someone at the top that are making most of those decisions. So what we wanted to do to make this a fair environment, to make it a complete decentralized democracy, is give the power to you, right? So I'm fired up about 2021 from that perspective. Also, I want to let you know we're going to be releasing a brand new call schedule, okay? And part of that schedule is going to be a new recorded overview call that you can use anytime. Because here's the deal, okay? I absolutely want to have some live overview calls. I want to be able to add that value. And I'm so thankful, again, to the ladies that helped us in 2020 be able to build, this call every single night and every morning they showed up. And I'm forever grateful and thankful for them. And, I wish them the absolute best in 2021 and excited to see what happens in their entrepreneur career. But what I also know is this, right? We have to have something that adds value to our members in order to get you guys to want to come out, to be able to come out here and learn. We want to create this community of being able to learn and help you guys become better entrepreneurs. And if you guys have ever heard me talk, I mean, there's some key components to that I always talk about. Some of that is the mindset, right? It starts with your mind. Some of that's the marketing. Some of it is the method in which you get to where you want to go. And then the most important part is the monetization, right? How do you actually start making money for you and your family? So we're going to be talking about all those things as we go forward. I'm going to give you everything that I have in the way of helping you be able to build your business, but it's not just going to be me. We're going to be bringing out some guest speakers, some leaders, even some people that aren't in Lionshare, because here's what I know. Not every great leader in this industry is already in Lionshare, right? I mean, we still haven't even attracted our top income earner. I guarantee you of that. There will be people that come into this that have never heard of Lionshare, or maybe they haven't, it just wasn't the right time for them. But we're going to be reaching out and working with some other leaders, other entrepreneurs, not necessarily even in network marketing or internet marketing, but in different capacities of just helping you become a better person. So I'm very, very excited to be able to introduce that as well and help you go along that entrepreneurial journey that you're going to be taking. So before we get into this tonight, and by the way, I'm going to be like 15 minutes here, okay? I mean, what I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be like 15 minutes long, maybe 20 at the most. I want to get you in and out of here. I want to give you as much inspiration as I can possibly give you to help you get to where you need to be in 2021. It's not going to be about me, it's going to be about you, but at the same time, I want to give you what I have. But before we get into that, I wanted to remind you we are going to be doing a giveaway here at the very end of the call. We're going to be giving away 1,000 Tron to 3 different people. So I'm going to be giving away 1,000 Tron to 3 different people here tonight. Now, I want to tell you the rules. I haven't even opened up the chat yet, okay? Haven't opened it up yet. And I'm going to open it up, but I'm going to give you the directions beforehand. And here's the deal. I need you to follow these instructions, because if you don't follow them, we're actually going to disqualify you, okay? And there's a reason why, because if we don't follow the instructions, it becomes like a crazy mess, and we don't want to do that. So step number 1 is this, and don't do anything yet because the chat is off. I'm going to let you know when it's turned on. Step number 1 is, if you're an existing member of Lionshare, what you're going to do is you're going to get your Tron ID, right? That's associated with your account. And all you need is to send us your ID, okay? When I say us, you are going to send it to Marie Elena Gonzalez, okay? She has her hand up. She's right underneath me. It has my picture, but it actually has her name, okay? You do not want to send it to everyone in the chat. You don't want to send it to me. It's not going to get taken. You have to send it to her. Now, rule number 2, if you send your ID more than one time, so if you send it twice, you are automatically disqualified. It only takes once, right? Because what's happening is we have people like sending it 50 different times, and we have to go all the way through that. It's not fair, right? It's really not fair to Marie Elena Gonzalez. Even though I like to put a lot of pressure on her and cause her a lot of hassle, I don't want to tonight, okay? So what we're going to do is just enter it one time. If you enter it twice, I'm sorry, you may as well just, you're going to have to stay to hear me, but you're not going to be in the drawing. One time, send that ID. Now, if you're not an existing member of Lionshare, so maybe you're just checking us out for the very first time, first of all, I want to say welcome, congratulations for being here. Whoever invited you here, they did it because they want you to get a feel of what we do here at Lionshare, get a sense of the community that we have. So if that is you, all you're going to do is send your first name and your last initial. Only send it one time, okay? If you guys send this more than one time, I'm telling you right now, we're going to disqualify you. I don't want to do that to anyone. So send it one time. You're going to send it to Marie Elena Gonzalez. She has her hand raised. It's my picture with her name. I think everybody is clear on the instructions, okay? So here in just 1 second, I'm going to undo the chat, and we're going to do that, and I'm going to allow you to be doing that. Now, as you guys are doing that, I'm going to start the presentation. We're going to knock this out, like I said, in about 15 minutes, and then we're going to do this drawing, and we're going to go on our happy way, right? You guys ready to rock and roll? Oh, man, come on, give me something. Those with your video on, give me something here. I want to see something, right? Okay, I see some thumbs up. All right, here we go. Look at Uno giving me that. Look at that baby, man. It's getting bigger every single day. All right, so here we go. I'm going to unmute the chat, throw it to Marie Elena Gonzalez, to no one else, all right? And I'm going to stop like right at the end. We'll give everyone another shot to do it at the very end. Please only send it once. I don't want to disqualify anyone, okay? Here we go. All right, everyone should be able to send that to Marie now, and we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. So let's get into this and let's talk about 2021. Now, first of all, if you attended any of my meetings leading up to 2021, what I talked about was if you start on January 1st, you're already late. And here's what I'm going to tell you. And by the way, I'm not going to be nice here tonight. I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be direct. And some of you aren't going to like me, but hey, I'd rather just be straight up with you and tell you the truth, not what you want to hear. Okay. That's what I want to do here tonight. I want to give you everything that I can give you, but the only way I can do that is just to be straight with you. Okay. So some of you are not going to like me, and that's just part of it, right? It's not always good news that you hear, but I'm hoping that you're going to hear the message through all of this. Okay. The message through the mess, if you've ever heard of that. So here we go. Number one, most of you, in fact, I would say about 90% of you or more, woke up on January 1st with no plan. The only thing that was different from you is that you had to remember to put the 21 at the end of the year instead of the 20. That's the truth. Most of you, that is the case, regardless of what you tell yourself, okay? Even if you made a resolution with your friends on New Year's Eve as you toasted and welcomed in the new year, you made one goal, that was it. Your day did not change on January 1st. And here's what's even worse, okay? Again, y'all aren't going to like this. New Year's Eve, at least here in the United States, was on Thursday. Okay. It was on a Thursday, which means everyone got lit up. You had a few on Thursday. Well, now we got Friday, right? Friday, we've got January 1st, which is New Year. So not only is it Friday, it's the beginning of the year. So what you woke up and told yourself on January 1st is, hey, I'm just going to make a weekend of this. So you got January 1st, January 2nd. You probably day drinked on Sunday, which is January 3rd, because, hey, football's on or whatever you got going. You made whatever excuse that you wanted to make to not actually do anything until January 4th, right? So yesterday, I think, what is today? Is today Monday or Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. But you woke up, it's Monday, okay? I do know that. You woke up today with nothing changing whatsoever, with you trying to figure out what direction you're going to go with your life, your new resolutions, your new business plan, whatever it is, you decided to wait until Monday. Now, why did you do that? Because that's the easy thing to do, right? You wanted to drink on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And listen, by the way, this is not my soapbox to tell you not to party or not to have fun or not to welcome the new year. It has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is successful people do what unsuccessful people will not do. I hope you heard that. Successful people are willing to sacrifice whatever it takes. That doesn't mean that they can't have fun. It doesn't mean that they didn't welcome in the new year. What it means is they took the time before December 31st or before January 1st to already have their year, their day, their month, everything planned, right? As good as they possibly can, with some real substantial movements in their life to move forward in 2021. You can call them goals. You can call them whatever you want. I'm not sitting here telling you that you have to write down your goals and you have to read them 10 times a day and you have to give yourself positive affirmations. I'm not saying I don't believe in that. What I am telling you is this. I don't believe that sitting there reading your goals and giving yourself positive affirmations are going to do anything for you if you don't take the action steps that are required to achieve those. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could have sat down on December 28th and wrote down whatever I wanted, and I could have partied all weekend until January 3rd or 4th today, made a decision to finally start, and I'm already behind, right? Nothing changed for me other than the end of the year on that date that I have to write. Now I have to remember to write 2021. Some of you made a goal, hey, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to exercise. Some of you have already blown your diet and it's January 4th. Some of you convinced yourself that you were going to do something different when it comes to marketing, when it comes to business. And at the same time, you talked yourself out of it over the weekend because why? Because everyone tells you that during the holiday season, things are dead. Let me give you a little piece of advice. My biggest months ever in this industry have all come in December and January. True story. December and January have always been my biggest months. Why is that? Because while everyone else is chilling and hanging out and not doing anything, I'm busting it, right? I know that that's the time that you can get people because people are getting ready to do something different. You have that opportunity. Now, here's the deal. Here's the good news. The good news is everybody, for the most part, when I say everybody, a good percentage of the world is in the same exact situation you are. They waited, right? They waited and waited and waited. And now it's January 4th and they're trying to figure out, man, what am I going to do? I lost my job or I got laid off or my spouse or significant other got laid off. I've got bills due. I'm late on my rent already. Whatever your situation is, right? Most of the people share the same exact thing that you do. So here's the coolest thing. As a human being, guess what we have? We have the ability to make a decision now, right? If I want to be a bodybuilder starting now, I can start doing the things that get me to that place. Now, I'm not going to do that, nor do I have any ambition to, but I'm just using that as an example, right? If I want to learn how to play the guitar, I can start tonight watching videos and start picking on that guitar, and I've never done it, right? That is the awesome thing about what we have in front of us, okay? As a member or as a human, a member, I was reading as I'm talking here, as a human, we have the ability to choose. But here's the thing, okay? And here's where I'm really going with this so I don't go too long and get way, way deep. Where I'm going with this is this, okay? Most of you in this industry are in this place right now, okay? Either you're just starting for the very first time, Lionshare was your very first experience, and maybe you're making money, maybe you're not. Or maybe Lionshare is your 75th one in December that you started with, and you keep bouncing from place to place to place. Or maybe you're a veteran in this industry, right? You've had some success, or maybe you haven't had success, but you've stuck with it just to be in the game. Or maybe you are one of those true leaders out there that are making it happen, right? You're probably in one of those categories. Unfortunately, the last one I mentioned is going to be a very small population of people, right? Because they're the ones that are willing to do what nobody else is doing. So the question becomes this, okay? What is the answer? Is the answer another opportunity? Is the answer the ones that say, hey, come and do nothing, absolutely do nothing, just come and chill, and we're gonna pay you, whatever percentage, we're gonna quadruple your money. You don't have to do anything, just come and hang out with us, just sign up. If you want to refer. If you don't, right? Maybe it's one of those, or maybe it's an actual passive investment, right? That allows you to put your money in, and those are legit, right? They're backed by something. That's cool. But my question is, what is the answer here? With so many things popping into your inbox, with so many different businesses that are coming up, with thing after thing after thing that you see, what is the answer? You see, most of you don't understand what the answer is. What you think the answer is, you think it's following someone and chasing it and chasing it and chasing it until you finally strategically position yourself to get into a situation that you receive all this spillover and you become what they call a positional leader. Positional leaders in this industry do not last. The people that come in and say, hey, I've got a downline of 60,000 people, but they didn't even earn $1,000 because they have no idea what they're doing. They just positionally got there. They do not last in this industry. And the reason why is because they didn't become the person that they needed to become in order to get the team that they had. You understand that? It's like the lottery winner that I talked about last week. Lottery winners, what do? They end up usually going bankrupt. Why? Because their mentality, right? Their mental capacity doesn't reach the level that it needs to be able to have that type of money. So they start giving it away. They start buying a bunch of crap. Next thing you know, they are bankrupt. It is the same exact thing in this industry. And it all boils down to this, okay? I'm about to give you the answer that you have been looking for. And guess what? It's not going to be very far. The answer is this: you are the answer. Now, you might be sitting there saying, what are you even talking about, James? What do you mean I'm the answer? You're the answer. Lion share is not your answer. I'm telling you straight up. Why would I say that? Lion share is not your answer. It could be your answer, but it's not your answer. Okay. Every other opportunity that's put in front of your face is not the answer. I'm telling you, it could be the greatest thing since sliced bread, the greatest product. It could cure an incurable disease, and it just came out. It is not your answer. Okay. Your answer is you. You absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, have to become the person that you need to be in order to earn the money that you want to be the husband or wife or significant other that you want to be the parent that you want to have the spiritual relationship that you want. It boils down to you. Nobody else can do it. Lion share, we can give you the best website. We've already done it. We can give you the best back office. We have it. There's no doubt our technology is second to none. We can give you the greatest products. We can give you really cool launches that we get all excited about. We can do all those things, but guess what? None of it, and I do mean zero of it, matters. Okay. It boils down to, are you willing to do what it takes to get to where you want to be? So the question is, well, James, what is that? Well, here, I'm going to tell you what it's not first. What it's not doing is showing up on calls like this rather than doing business activities. What it's not is coming to listen to the same exact presentation over and over and not inviting people. What it is not actually getting a message out there and figuring out what you stand for and adding value to the marketplace. It's not. Like, if you don't do those things, you can absolutely not expect to have any success at all. Okay. If you're one of those people that are expecting someone to do it for them, the leader that brings you into this, or whoever your sponsor is, guess what? They have no influence on your income, regardless of what you think, regardless of whether they tell you they're going to give you 1,000 leads for free. Throw those leads in the trash. They are trash. If you didn't create those leads on yourself, they're trash. That means millions of people have those exact same leads that you do because you didn't do what you needed to do. You didn't decide on what you stand for. You didn't put your message out there. You didn't get in front of people. You didn't follow up with people. You didn't do the business activities that are required, regardless of what business, service, or opportunity that you have. You would not do it. Rather, you sit there and watch the leaders, right? Or the other people do what you should be doing. You show up on the calls. I mean, you're involved, right? You're involved. You show up. You do what you're supposed to be doing. Folks, that is not it. Trust me, that's not it. It boils down to you and what activities you are willing to take. Now, here's the bad part. The bad part is this. Most of you on here, unfortunately, are going to listen to what I said tonight, and you might be motivated for about 5 minutes, but as soon as you get off here, you're going to get back on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Nintendo, Sega Genesis, what, I don't even, that's like 100 years old. Whatever you get on, you're going to get on there and you're going to forget about this conversation because you're going to go down that rat trap or rat hole, whatever you want to call it, rabbit hole of finding anything that you can. Is there anything on the internet that you haven't looked at yet? That's what you're looking for, right? Check your inbox. See how many new opportunities have hit your inbox. You want to be the first of those launches, don't you? Folks, I'm straight telling you right now that if you are one of those people that you live in that world of constant social media, of constant watching TV, of constant trying to figure out what the next best launch is so you can jump from company to company, and you can't figure out why you're broke, and you can't figure out why your significant other, your spouse, your friends, everybody else is telling you to stop this because you're just spending money, you're the problem. You are the problem. It is no one. It is definitely not me. It's not who created Lionshare or whatever business you're in. It has nothing to do with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? This boils down to you today. And I know that's hard to swallow. And I know that most of you don't want to hear that. And most of you probably think I'm a real prick right now. And I'm sorry if I'm coming across like that. But I told you I'm not going to be nice here tonight, right? I'm going to straight tell you, like, hopefully your parents told you or whoever that you're close to, right? Those people that are close to you oftentimes will tell you the things that you don't want to hear that you need to hear. I hate it when my wife busts me, right? I hate it because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, God, she's right. But I want to tell her she's right. Anybody deal with that? Right? I mean, I do. I don't want to hear what she has to say, especially when it's negative. But gosh, most of the time after she gets done, I'm like, man, she's telling the truth. I guess I do need to do that, right? We all know what we need to do. It's just a question, are we willing to do it? Are we willing to make the sacrifice? Are we willing to miss out on some of those things that seem important to us today? Are you willing to stay off social media long enough, unless you're actually doing advertising to help build your business, to figure out what you want to do? Are you willing to do those things? I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. But what I do know is this, okay? I know that each and every one of you have the same opportunity as the rest. Regardless of where you live, regardless of what your language is, regardless of what your financial situation is, none of that matters. We live in a day and age now that you can be whatever you want to be instantly, right? You have the opportunity to do that. If you don't have the knowledge, guess what's out there? The knowledge. I guarantee you, if I decided to be an expert on pick a subject right now, by tomorrow or the next day, I could be perceived as an expert based on what other people have done and other people's information. I don't need to know it. I don't have to know it. I just need to know more than you, right? I just need to know more than you. It's kind of like when they talk about if a lion, right, we'll use Lionshare, is chasing a bunch of zebras. You don't have to be the fastest zebra, but you better not be the slowest one, right? It's the same mentality. It is the same exact thing, okay? So the bottom line is this: you don't have to know everything, but you have to start somewhere. And if you're sitting there making your excuse that you don't know which way to move, any movement whatsoever, imperfect action is better than no action at all every single day. Doing something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable every single day is where your road to success is going to be. If you're not comfortable getting in a video, hey, make a video. If you're not comfortable because you don't think your house looks good enough to be in there, or your car's not nice enough, find a piece of land, find a mountain, find an ocean, wherever you find a lake. I don't know where you live, but my gosh, not everybody has to show their $1 million houses and their nice cars to attract people. In fact, a lot of people are sick and tired of seeing that anyway, right? I'm in a bedroom right now. I'm not even in an office. I've showed you, I'm not going to show you this room because like our windows busted out from the hurricane. I'm in this room right now and I do not care. And here's the deal. I bet it didn't even cross your mind either until I said something about it, right? So the reality is you have everything that you need right in front of you. And I want 2021 to be the absolute best year that you can possibly have for you and your family. But here's it. It's going to boil down to you and what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to do, what you're willing to miss out on when it comes to the special things. There's going to be some birthday parties. There's going to be some partying with friends. There's going to be some special events in your life that you have to weigh. Hey, is it worth missing that in order to be able to do what I want to do? And some of you got to figure that out. And most of you, unfortunately, I'm just being straight with you, this is not cut out for you. It will not be in the cards for you, because no matter what you tell yourself, you're not willing to do it. It's like so many people that talk about going on a diet. I'll start Monday. What are you talking about Monday, man? Let's start today, right? Today happens to be Monday, but you get what I'm saying. Start when you make the decision to start. That's the beautiful thing about being a human. So with that being said, here's what I want to do. I'm going to give one more shot for everybody to give their name to Marie. Now, for those of you that came in late, listen to me, okay? These are really important rules, okay? You are going to send your ID to Marie Elena Gonzalez. She has her hand up. She's right underneath me. You're only going to send it one time. If you send it more than one time, you're automatically disqualified from this competition, right? I'm going to pull 3 names out and give away 1,000 Tron to 3 people. You send it more than once, you're out. You're not doing it. If you're brand new, just came for the very first time, welcome. I know I really came off a little strong here tonight, which is usually not my personality, by the way, but I'm passionate about this. So if that's you, okay, if you're brand new, all you have to do is enter your first name and your last initial, and you'll be entered into the drawing, okay? So we're going to give it like 2 minutes for everybody to do that. Do not send your information to me. Do not send it to everybody. Only send it to Marie Elena Gonzalez, and one time. Simple rules, but I know some of y'all will not follow, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up with this, okay? Since I've been negative Nancy here tonight, not negative, I think just more straightforward, right? Straight. I've been straight with you. Would you guys agree with that? I've been hard but straight, okay? Here's the deal. The awesome thing about this is that we do live in a society and an environment that from the comfort of our home, in this bedroom that I have right now, that is an extra bedroom, that the windows all busted up. My parents have been staying in here. There's suitcases and crap that you can't see. All that stuff does not matter, right? You can be whatever you want to be. You have to make the decision to do it. And once you make that decision to do it, guess what? The rest is just simply taking the action steps to make it happen. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science, right? It's not simple either. I mean, it's easy to understand, but sometimes it's not as simple as you think, right? Because you have to do those things that make us uncomfortable. And there's certain things in this business that are going to make you so uncomfortable that makes you want to quit, right? So if that's you, you have to be creative and find cool ways to get around that. So like, let me give you an example. If you hate talking to friends and family members about business, which by the way, I've never put a single friend or family member in a business. That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, as long as I've been in here, I've never put a single friend or family member in a business. How is that possible? How is that possible that I've been able to get to this place right here without putting a single person that I know personally that comes to my house or anything like that in a business like that? How's it possible? Because I hated it. I made a decision like I did not want, and I'll tell you why I hated it, because the people that actually referred me initially to this business were some really close friends to mine. And when I went to these meetings, and I was a stockbroker at the time, I was just getting pounded, man. I was just like, they wouldn't leave me alone. And I did not want to come across like that, right? So when I found the person that I started to follow, what I liked is his posture. He was like, dude, I don't really care if you join or not. I'm going to be making 100K next month with or without you. I liked that conversation, and I wanted to be able to have that posture to go to people that I didn't even know and say, look, here I am. Here's what I stand for. If you like me, awesome, let's do business together. If not, I don't really care. There's other 7 billion people out there that I can work with. And that's the mentality that I've had. If you want to work with me, awesome. If you don't, so what? I don't really care. We can still be friends and cool, but I'm not begging anyone ever or trying to convince anyone. Because see, what happens is most of you find that one person that finally showed some type of interest and you bug the crap out of them. You're on them every single day. Did you make a decision? Did you make a decision? Send them a text message. I wonder why they didn't text me back. Why aren't they calling me back? I thought we were friends. Leave them alone. Let them go, man. You can't sit there and worry about that, right? Find the next one. So what next is what they say. And once you get that, right? And once you understand that no doesn't matter, it just means next, you're going to be in a whole different world for you and your business. So with that being said, let's have a drawing here. Let me grab these. I know Marie sent this to me, so give me 1 second. I'm going to open this up. We're going to grab these names and or numbers, I guess, both, and we're going to rock and roll here. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. Let me share the screen here. Where's that thing at? All right, there it is. All right, so I'm sharing a screen. I want to make sure that y'all can see it. So if you can give me a number 1 on the chat that you can see it, that'd be awesome. Let me get back here on the chat where I can actually see it. Okay, awesome, awesome. I appreciate it. Look at Marlene, always taking care of me, man. She was number 1 there. Thank you, Marlene. All right, so I'm gonna throw, now listen, I want to tell y'all something, okay? Before I do this, I'm gonna throw all these numbers and names in here, but I want to tell you something. See how you can't see any of them right now? It's just a blank box on the right side. I'm going to shuffle these, okay? We'll shuffle them and they show up. If you don't see your number right now, it doesn't mean that it's not below, okay? Because every person that entered one should be here at this point in time. I just want you guys to be aware of that because we had some people that were like, hey, you know, my name didn't get entered or whatever. We want to make sure that we did do that, okay? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and do the first one. Now, here are the rules. I'm going to spin this wheel. And once I spin this wheel, whatever name or whatever comes up, number, you got 30 seconds to let Marie Elena Gonzalez know. I just spun it. I didn't mean to, but I spun it. I'm sorry. So let's see who it is here. All right. So listen to this. Think about this. This number is 92,434. Okay, you need to let Marie Elena Gonzalez know that you won. And let me get here. I gotta unmute Marie, or ask her to unmute. Marie, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, awesome. So 92,434.
Yes, they're here. Ravishka.
Ravishka. Well, man, that's awesome. Congratulations, Ravishka. And you know what's amazing? I mean, look at that number, y'all. I mean, how many companies do you know, or smart contracts or whatever, that have over 92,000 people in like a 3-month period? What a blessing. That is awesome. Okay, I'm going to remove that. We're going to shuffle this and we're going to go for the second one. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Look at all these large numbers. This is even bigger. 92,637. Man, it looks like the contest gods are wanting to bless those who are brand new. 92,637. You got 30 seconds to let Marie Elena Gonzalez know. Don't tell me. Don't tell everybody. Just tell her that it's you. Marie, are you still unmuted?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. 92,637. You got about 10 seconds. Anybody? 92,637 on the chat. Send us a chat. Let us know it's you. Oh, I actually got a direct message here. I got it. Okay. So they sent it to me. It is Ravi Indu. I'm going to call you Ravi because that's going to be a lot easier for me. So congratulations, Ravi. That is awesome. All right. So I'm going to remove that. And we are going to go to the next one. We're going to shuffle this up. Here we go. This is the last one. It's for 1,000. Before I do it, I want to know right now in the chat whose this is. Whose is it? First person that tells me. Let's just see. All right. Marlene says 442. All right, Marlene. Let's see what's up. Vicky says me. All right. I like it. Here we go. All right. 43,134. Middle of the pack. 43,134. Are you here? Let Marie Elena Gonzalez know that you are here.
Gabby won.
Gabby, congratulations. So before everybody leaves, okay, here's what I'm going to do. All right, Marlene, you were the very first person that said it's yours. I want to reward you for that. I'm going to give you 1,000 Tron as well. Congratulations on being first and participating. You have won 1,000 just for being the first person to say it. All right, congratulations to everybody. Marlene, I think Marie can get your ID as well. If not, You got my number, right? So listen, let me stop sharing this. Okay. Well, y'all, thank you so much for coming out here tonight. As I said, I'm going to be releasing a new training schedule as far as like overview calls. We're going to be releasing a live overview call that you can use, let it work for you 24/7. If you're doing internet marketing, that's something that you need. And then, you can use mine and then eventually you can use your own, right? It's going to be like, you'll get to that point where you can do your own. And if you're already there, I suggest you do your own and make sure you're driving traffic to that after, of course, you are giving them some type of value and providing them what you need to provide them. So as we get going into this, we're going to do some awesome training. I'm telling you, we're going to take it to the next level when it comes to being able to get yourself out there and market yourself and create a following. Maybe it's not even for Lionshare, it's just whatever you're doing. So I want to tell you all, thank you so much. I mean, seriously, what a blessing in 2020 we had, but I'm more excited about 2021 than I ever have been. We're going to blow you away with some of these products and things that we're coming out with. And obviously, there might be some potential for some new contracts and things like that. So just keep your eyes open for that. Always going to be a blessing. So y'all have a great evening, afternoon, morning, depending on where you're at. I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out. Our community is the best in the world, second to none. I always say that and I mean that. So y'all have a great day and we'll see you soon. Go Lionshare.